My name is Jamil Staden, and this is the demo for our 421 capstone project for the group CloudMakers. So as you can see here, this is just the Docker container running the capstone project, and I'm going to be showing off our current progress in the project. Right now we have the backend in a good point, or at least we think it's at a good point, where you have the ability to create users, then log in as that user, and then once you're logged in as the user, create devices, delete devices, list your devices, update your devices, and then also the ability to, from a script, actually upload device data straight to InfluxDB through NanoMQ. And then also finally implemented certificate, the ability to look at or list your certificates. However, I will not be showcasing that in this demo because there are no certificates created yet, because we haven't done the things like HTTPS and the handshake and stuff like that. So for now, I will just show off creating devices and users and things like that. So first, I will register a user with the name demo123, user created successfully. And then what I want to do is log in as this user, and it'll give me an access key. And this access key is used when you are sending any of these for your device, and it's basically making sure that only you can see your devices and no one else can. So if I grab this access key and I go over to list devices, and I go into the header and change the bearer, you see this is going to be empty, and that's because I just created this user, so this user has no devices created. So if we go over here and let's create a device, we'll call it test. I have to go in and change this bearer key, so send, boom. As you can see, the device is there, created. It shows a little information about the device, and then also shows the user owner. And then if I go over here and resend this URL, then the device will pop up here. And if I actually want to create another device, we'll call it test2. So send it over. Like I said, you can list it, and it pops up over here. You can also search or list specific devices. So if I want to list, which one's test2? Test2, I grab its device ID, the specific devices, and I throw this at the end of the URL, send. That specific device will show up. And if I also want to delete this device, then I go over here, boom, and I need to again grab this access key, delete, no body return for response. But if I go over here and list my devices, that device is gone, showcasing that it successfully deleted the device. If I also want to update the device, so let's say, okay, I'm going here, change that, and then I will grab this device, and I want to switch it from online to offline. I can send that, and now if I list this device, as you can see, its status is now offline instead of online. So that's showcasing the CRUD methods for users and devices. And now I will showcase the scripts we have that basically allow you to send data to InfluxDB. So as you can see here, it's just a basic script that uses PAHO, and the reason that there's so many comments and things like that is we were trying to make it as easy to use for someone who doesn't necessarily understand what NanoMQ is, or just the concept of MQTT and brokers and things like that. And so we're just making it as easy as possible to create devices. So I go here, Python 3, MQTT under, MQTT3, subscribe dot. Oh, sorry, I go over here, ls, as you can see. So Python 3 MQTT underscore subscribe.py. So as you can see, it shows a log of things, and you can see that through the log that it sent a connect, and then it received that connact. That's the broker's confirmation that you're successfully connected to the broker. And then sending subscribe. And so now this script has you subscribe to the topic org plus, which means and no matter or all orgs, and then device, and then hashtag, that's a wild card. And it basically means that anything after this, it's subscribed to all of those topics. And so if I go over here and I do cd.ls, okay, python 3 mqtt.publish.py, boom. So as you can see from this, I just published a test message. So it publishes the current time, the device ID, the device model. If I actually wanted to link this, I would just copy this over into here, but for now I won't do that. And then you can see it's posted to the topic org protostocks devices. And then if we actually go back to this other terminal, as you can see, it received the published message. Again, it showed in the log because we're trying to make this as user-friendly as possible. Received the published message, showed the topic that it was actually published to, and then showed the payload or the message that was published. And then it sent a putback basically confirming that it published the message. And then if I hit enter, it will disconnect. So that showcases the ability to use scripts to send device data. And if I actually want to, if I go to InfluxDB, if I go here and I sign in, okay, and I go to Data Explorer, and then I go to, let me full screen this for you, a single stat, and let's look at the temperature. So submit, past 2 days, 300. We go over to our script. That is the temperature we sent over. And yeah, if you wanted to look at other things as well, it would work. Device model. Oh wait, no, because it has to be. For now, this is all I'll showcase, but you can also see everything else. You can pull it up in a table to showcase everything. Like as you see, there's the device. It shows the value, and then it shows the topic root, and then you can also use InfluxDB to sort it and stuff like that, but obviously this part won't be showcased because this will be replaced by our front end, which we will start development of in the upcoming semester. But yeah, that is the current progress of our capstone project. We also have the ability, before it was very locked in with the body message that you had to submit. It had to be very specific parameters. We've changed that, so now you can submit whatever parameters you want under like there's still certain requirements, but they're a lot softer, and basically allowing the user to upload different types of device data because some devices will have different fields than others. So yeah, that is our demo.